6:17 and time now for What's Trending. Well, a North Carolina man won nearly $200,000 on a lottery ticket that he forgot about. Yes, I just said that he forgot that, yeah.
Sounds about right. That tends to happen a lot of times.
Oh my gosh. Well, Gregory Warren, a mechanic from Franklinville, picked up a Cash 5 lottery ticket at a gas station on September 29th, and then he completely forgot about it until last week when he decided he might as well check his numbers. And then when his Cash 5 numbers matched, he said he was in shock. Warren is planning to use the money to start a new business so he can hire his son when he graduates from high school. And that's just great. But I'm just like, wow, how did you forget about it? You say that happens a lot. I've never heard that happen before.
You know, I've heard it happen a few times. So people buy a lottery ticket and honestly, you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning than winning the lottery.
Well,
so that's why a lot of people tend to dismiss those lottery tickets. Like, oh, I'll just buy one, just have fun with it, and just forget about it. And apparently in this case, didn't even think to check the numbers until he did. And then you never know, that 1% chance happens, or whatever the statistics are, which is actually pretty low. Again, better chance of getting struck by lightning. So this is why you don't tempt fate with nature, because nature has a way of being very rude.
No, we don't want that. But yeah, I'm really happy that he thought to check that. Of course, you know, like he said, he's planning to open his new business and hire his son, which is great. Always great to, you know, start something of your own and continue that. So that's really good. I'm glad that he remembered that he had that.
Yeah, good thing, because man, if he would have caught that like after some of that after time had passed by and he couldn't do it anymore, and then he finds out, oh, that would have hurt. But at least good news is he caught it and was able to win the jackpot, so that's really cool there. But meanwhile, there's something else that's pretty cool. This 1911 photo of Shoeless Joe Jackson holds the new record for a signed sports photo. Christie's says it just sold at auction for more than $1.4 million. Why does everything have to be so expensive? That's roughly 4 times what the company had estimated. The photo of Jackson is part of an ongoing auction of baseball memorabilia. And in case you weren't aware or aren't aware who Shoeless Joe Jackson is, he was an American outfielder who played in Major League Baseball in the 1900s, and he got the nickname Shoeless. However, he actually owned an average amount of shoes. So it's not like he didn't own many shoes. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't own many shoes. So I just have shoes for here at work and church, and then kind of the everyday shoes you wear out and about, and of course some sandals whenever I need some just to sneak outside for a few seconds. So what about you?
Oh, the amount of shoes that I have?
Sure, let's hear it.
Let's see. Honestly, I used to have too many, but before I moved here, I did a nice clean out of the closet, because you always got to do that. But I love shoes, so I have, let's see, I have probably, that's a lot. You don't need to get into that. It's fine. I love shoes, though.
So I love shoes. There's a lot of shoes, but it kind of picks out what the fashion. So
yeah, you got to have your options.
Yeah, you got to have your options there. But I had to laugh a little bit. You had to think about it, though. You have a lot of pair of shoes, and how many of those? We won't get into that. We don't have much time, but
well, I have a good, you know, select few for work, and then, you know, I have my sandals, have a couple of flats.
There you go.
And then, you know, my fun heels, if anything, some sneakers.
Yeah, and I
have options.
And I always thought high heels are painful too, because your head and angle is like hard to walk. And I don't know how you ladies do it.
You just get used to it, basically. You're proud of me.
I am proud of you.
Well, something pretty interesting here. Thousands of honeybees have been removed from a vacant property in Atlanta. In fact, the bees terrorized the nearby neighbors for weeks. Matthew sees the bees as a massive hive of honeybees grows at a vacant house right next door. He was terrified to even go outside of his home, but killing them, of course, was not an option. It's frowned upon in Georgia, and these guys are endangered, and they're essential to the ecosystem. So C's learned that the owner of the vacant house got the bees removed. However, some still linger, but the neighborhood is relieved the bees are in good hands and not terrorizing the community as much. Do you see that?
That is a huge.
That's a lot of bees. I'm happy that they safely removed them so that they can continue another hive. Of course, you know, you don't want to kill them. I think a lot of people are learning, especially recently, how important bees are to the ecosystem.
Bees are very important to the ecosystem, and as much as they can be terrifying, I mean, bees, bumblebees, honeybees, they can be very beneficial to the ecosystem. So try to leave those alone as much as possible, because they're really good, and try to help them out, because obviously they're struggling. I mean, populations are down. You can almost say they're endangered, although not officially, but you definitely need to help those out there. Now, wasps and hornets and everything else, we can probably kill those off.
I know you don't like those.
Yeah, I don't like those at all. But I am going to be nice to honeybees, and sometimes bumblebees spook me, but they all help the ecosystem out. So try to be nice to them whenever we can. But meanwhile,